that Israel is practising the crime of apartheid as defined under the Rome Statute. Conference, my friend deserves justice. Conference, the people of Palestine deserve justice.
Can you wind up
Please
now,
support
please,
Composite 1.
Thank you.
Now, I'd just like to clarify what happened with that actual discussion, that debate at conference. It was on day 3, December the 27th, when Lesley Cook seconded that motion, which actually suggested, or it stated that Israel is an apartheid state, and also called for sanctions against Israel for breaking international law. It passed with a show of hands by 3-1. So it should certainly be classified as Labour Party policy. Lesley, thank you for coming on to not the Andrew Marr show. I know you can't make it on live, but thank you for coming. How do you feel seeing that clip?
I was so excited at that point and so confident that people were supporting me. Lots of friends everywhere were all supporting me, and I knew that that was the right thing to do. I'm just an ordinary person, but I wanted to speak out.
Now, I just wanted to show you another clip. I know maybe you don't like watching clips of yourself, but it's maybe better to watch one of Keir Starmer. I don't know, some people would say I'd rather watch myself than Keir Starmer, but I'll just show you this clip that came out this week, which is from the Jewish Chronicle, and this is Keir Starmer speaking to one of their reporters.
Amnesty International recently released a report where they accused Israel of being an apartheid state. Yeah. That was embraced and supported by many members of your party, particularly on the left. Do you agree with them?
No. I've been very clear about that, and that is not the Labour Party position. So I was very clear, I think, in my comments to Labour Friends of Israel exactly where I stand on most of the major issues that obviously and understandably concern people in Israel and beyond Israel. So I was able to address a number of those issues in that speech.
So there you go, Lesley, you've just seen that clip from Keir Starmer, which he says that's not Labour policy. Can you tell us how much work went into that motion that you seconded at conference, and also, how do you feel having seen Keir Starmer just dismiss what was a lot of work for you as not policy?
It was a lot of work. I did about 6 or 7 rewrites to try and get it into 2 minutes. But it wasn't just work, it was my whole life at the moment, the feelings in my heart. I'm a great follower of justice for people all over the world, not just in Palestine and Israel. And I feel that it's a bit of a kick in the teeth, really, from that. And you can see from the conference video that people supported what I was saying, and people all over the world support the Palestinians. And since that moment, we've also had the Amnesty International report saying exactly the same thing as B'Tselem and the Human Rights Watch. So are people just making this up? I don't think so.
I mean, the fact that he's dismissed it as not being apartheid, I mean, it just seems from what you said in that speech that it's clearly there is a discrimination between the majority of Israeli people living in Israel and the Palestinians. How on earth do you think he can come up with that?
Well, we worked out that he was already thinking that just within a couple of hours of the speech and the passing of the motion. He was already saying that it wasn't policy, but it was obviously what people wanted. Particularly the trade unions are very keen supporters of the Palestine movement, and he's just saying that that's not true. He needs to read the Amnesty International report, which I have read, and that clearly shows you all the different things that happen in Israel and Palestine, that is apartheid. And I've been there 4 times, and I've seen in Hebron, I've seen the Shahada Street where people have to walk on other side of the road. I've seen house demolitions because people can't get permits to build. I've seen, well, I don't want to go on forever about it, but it is to me apartheid, and it's
well,
convenient.
we had people on the show who were like ANC activists in South Africa who said that the apartheid in Israel is worse than it was in South Africa, which, you know, is quite an incredible statement to make. But that's their opinion of it. People who struggle, who were in the struggle in South Africa. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out to you, Lesley, is not only did Keir Starmer say that wasn't party policy when you made when it was clearly a show of hands showed it was, but that Labour Party has actually taken down your speech from YouTube, from their channel, and all of day 3, December the 27th, has been taken down from the YouTube channel. How do you think that reflects on Labour?
Well, I was shocked, and I couldn't believe it, actually. I am still a member of the Labour Party, so I hope for better things. That's all I can say. I don't feel it's my place to criticise the leader of the Labour Party, but I'm seriously thinking of leaving. And I know many other people are. Wow.
And you're campaigning at the moment, aren't you, in the local elections? So you are still for Labour.
I'm helping other people. Yeah, I'm not standing, but I have friends who are standing, and it's important locally. So that's why I don't want to leave the party.
Right. Well, look, thank you very much for coming on. We had some IT issues, so you were very persistent in trying to get on. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And we can, well, just to let you know, as I say, we've got the clip from the whole of the day, 27th of September. I'm hoping that will be the biggest, most viewed, clip of the conference that there has ever been, because it's been censored by Labour. Thank you, Lesley.
Thank you.